Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's K-E-S-H-W-A-N-I, Keshwani. We are here because we want to learn how to read and write Hindi. We are also here because we want to learn to read and write Urdu. We are doing both at the same time. Today is our lesson number 43. Let's begin, shall we? The very first word is Teri. Te with a ki matra and a ri. Teri. In Urdu it will be te, and then a ki matra is going to give us badi a, then a r, and then badi ki matra is the choti a. That's what it is. When we combine them together, as we already know, when ye appears in the middle, it takes this shape. We put them together. Te, ye, re, and a choti a. Teri. The next word is Ulfat. Ulfat. Alif with a pesh, u, choti u ki matra, then a lam, then we have a fe, and then a te. Now let's stop here just for a brief second here. The way, and a te. The way it is written in Hindi, Ulfat, the way it is written in Hindi, this letter fa, as you can see, the way it is written, this is actually PH, which in Urdu would be, let's put it a little bit lower. The way it is written, we have this letter here, which is PH, which in Urdu would be Pe plus do chashmi hai, which would look like this. But as we can clearly see, Ulfat is not spelled with PH. Ulfat is not spelled with PH. Ulfat is spelled with an F. Fe. So to remind ourselves that we need a fe and not PH, we put a dot underneath it. Teri Ulfat. Let's put it together. We have not put this together in Urdu. It's going to look like this. Alif, pesh, u, then a lam, then a fe, and a te. Teri Ulfat Mei Sanam. Teri Ulfat Mei. That's just Mei. With the dot here, the dot reminds us that we need nun guna. The nun guna tells us that, this dot tells us that it ends in a me and not me. Teri Ulfat Mei, and the last word is Sanam. Sanam is spelled with a swad. Swad, noun, noon, and meme. Sanam. So, no, mo. As you can see clearly, in Hindi, you write Sanam like this. So Hindi, you cannot tell from Hindi whether this word Sanam, when it's written in Urdu, whether it should be written with Seen, Noon, and Meme, or Swad, Neen, and Meme. There is no way to tell here. But the Urdu spelling requires Swad and not Seen. Now we have to put these three letters together. I'm going to show you two different ways. One is going to be a little bit of a grown-up way, one is going to be a childish way. Let's do a childish way first. The childish way is very simple. You take your swad, noon, and the meme goes up like this. Now I'm going to show you the grown-up way, which I do not know myself, but we're going to give it a shot. So it's going to look like, so instead of coming there and the meme coming down like this, going there, meme coming down like this, it's going to look something like this. So, no, and then it comes down. And then I have to change the direction. That's the only way. No, that does not look very nice at all. So, and then it comes down like this. Then it changes changes the direction. It looks like this. That's also Sanam. Those are two some words. One more time. So here's your swad. That's the easy part. Then the noon. Then you come up. And then I don't know how to change the direction, but that's what it looks like. And that's what you're going to see most of the time in writing. Not like that. Teri Ulfat Mei Sanam. Sanam is a lover. Ulfat also means love. So far what it says is that in your love, my darling. Let's look at the next slide. In your love, my darling. Teri Ulfat Mei Sanam. Dil. Dal with a zair and a lam. Zair give us choti ki matra. Dil. Dil. Heart. दिल में The next word is bahut. 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 Bahut means, it can mean too many, it can mean too much. Too many or too much. Unlike English, where in English, I don't know why I'm turning this on English course, unlike English where there is a distinction between too much and too many. We say too many when something that you're dealing with that can be counted. If it's countable, we say there are too many. We do not say there are too much people in the room. We will say there are too many people in the room because we can count the people. You would not say you will not say I spilled too many milk, because when milk is spilled, milk cannot be counted. You're not going to say I spilled too many sugar. I spilled too much sugar, because it cannot be counted. So in English, we make a distinction between too much and too many, but not in Urdu. In Urdu, we only just say one word, which is bahut. So bahut can mean either too many or too much. Here, it is used as too much. Dil ne bahut. Let's put it together. So that's right here, bahut. So here's your ba. Let me again do it two ways. The first, the childish way. Childish way, of course, is very simple. It's right here. You just take your ba, ha, and a ta, and that's it. You're done. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. But most of the time, instead of a ba looking like this, it will look like this. That's a ba. And to which you join a ha, which looks like this, and then a ta. Some people decide to put underneath this thing. If you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. So there you go. Bahut. Teri dil ne bahut dard. Dard. Dard means pain. Dard. The next word is something we have to learn. It's a vocabulary word. The word is sa, ha, and alif. Saha. 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 Sorry, the word is not saha, it's sahena. Sahena. Sahena means to endure. To endure, to tolerate, to, what else do I have here? To bear, or to brook. And if you don't know this word, look it up and learn it. To brook something means to tolerate it, to bear it, to endure it. That's what sahena is. Let's put it together. Sahena. So here we have a scene. It's going to look like this. Then we have a ha, and that's a na. So when it's written in this form, again, that's the childish way. In a grown-up way, two things are going to happen. First of all, instead of making two loops, a lot of the time people just make one loop, and instead of ha looking like this, you go like this. They go down, comes down like this. Sahena. It means to endure, to tolerate, to brook. We don't need the word sahena, we need sahene. Dil ne bahut dard sahe, rather, we need sahe. Sahe. We don't need sahena, we need sahe. Dil ne bahut dard sahe. So what he says so far is, Teri Ulfat Mei Sanam, in your love, my darling, my heart, dil ne bahut dard sahe. My heart endured too much pain, too much grief. My heart endured too much pain, too much grief. Let's look at the third line. Or hum. Next we have chup. Cha. We don't need cha, we need chup. Chu. We need u ki matra, choti u ki matra. And then a pa. Chup. When cha joins, instead of looking like this, it takes this shape, to which we're going to join the pa. Chup. Or hum. Chup. Chu. Pa. Or hum chup. और हम चुप ही, बड़ी की मात्रा रहे, र, and then a r, and then a h, and a badi a. Badi a is going to give us a ki matra, rahe. As you just noticed, I didn't mean to do it that way, but that's just the way it came out. Rahe. So this is ra, this we make a loop for the h, and then it's badi a, and then it goes like this. But as you saw a second ago, I didn't mean to do it, but that's just the way it came out. People just do it like this, which is also fine. They don't take the time to lift their hand and make a separate one. It just comes down, and the reader will understand it. Or hum chup hi rahe. And I kept silent. I remained silent. Teri Ulfat Mei Sanam, and you love my darling. Dil ne bahut dard sahe. My heart endured too much pain, and yet I remained silent. I kept quiet. So the next line, number 4. Next word is gum. Again, the way it is written this word, there is no such word. No such word exists in Hindi or Urdu. Because what I wrote here so far, if you were to write it in Urdu, ga, as you know, is gaf. This is the exact equivalent. So this says gum, which is going to look like this. And there is no such word. There is no such word in Urdu or Hindi is spelled in that manner. What we're looking for is not a gaf. What we're looking for is gain, which is not exact equivalent of ga. It is approximate equivalent of ga. And to remind ourselves that when you're looking for gain, we have to put a dot underneath it, right here. That tells us we're not dealing with ga. We're looking for gain. And the gain, when it's about to join something, it takes this form, to which we're going to join the meme. Gain, we learned it someplace here, right here, it's an approximate ga here. The dot reminds us we're looking with gain. So the next word we're looking for is gum. Gum as in sadness. Gum. So we join them together like this. Gain and the meme. Gum hame ha me, but we're not looking for hame, we're looking for hame. In Urdu it will be he, meme, badiye, and then nun guna. The badiye here gives us a ki matra. But when it joins, it's going to take this shape. And then we join them together. Gum hame. Here we go. Gum hame. Lut gaya. Lut. Lam. La. We don't need a la, we need a lu. Not only we need a lu, but we need a badiyu ki matra. Here we need badiyu ki matra. And how do we make badiyu ki matra in Hindi? It's very straightforward. It goes the other way. Instead of going this way like a page, it goes the other way. That's badiyu ki matra. How do we make badiyu ki matra in Urdu? In order to produce a badiyu ki matra in Urdu, we need two things. We need a waw, and then we need ulta pesh. So the waw is going to join the lam. It's going to look like this, and then we need ulta pesh. And now it reads lu. Gum hame, lu, lut. And then we need a ga. Now this is your ga we were talking about a little while ago. We have a lu here, I forgot to put a ta, lut. Then a ga, just a regular ga here, and then a ya. We can't leave them like this. They have to come together, close to each other, and join them. Gaya. Gum hame lut gaya. the sorrow, the sadness, looted me. Loot is the same word in English. It looted me, it plundered me, it destroyed me. The gum, the sadness, the sorrow, looted me, plundered me. Let's look at the next line. Gum hame loot gaya. Number 5. Ha. And then we have a, high A. There's a badi A ki matra. A is simply B. Oh, sorry, it's not a badi A ki matra, it's a choti A ki matra. It's just A, like here. Had it been badi A ki matra, it would have been A with a zabar on it. This would have been badi A ki matra. This is badi A ki matra. We need choti A ki matra. A. Now, when Aleph, we have talked about it, we have learned it before many times. When Aleph is followed by a badi A, or when Aleph is followed by a choti A, or when Aleph is followed by a Waw, Aleph is replaced by something called Hamza, the third last letter in Urdu alphabet called Hamza. We spent 3 days on that concept, 3 days, because there are 3 different concepts here. Aleph being followed by a Waw or a choti A or badi A, where we learned the usage of the letter Hamza. So Aleph is replaced by Hamza, and A is going to look like this. You make like this, or you can make a loop like this and put it sit there, or you can just do this. Either way is fine. Any one of these is fine. Similarly, E, you can write it as make a loop and then choti A, or you just make a line like this and a straight line like this and like that. That's the E. So this is not one letter. This is a combination of Aleph and a choti A. Aleph followed by a Waw. Again, you're going to write it Waw and a Hamza on top of it. So this is O. This is E. Choti E, as you can see. Badi E, if you put a zabar on it, if you were to put a zabar on it, this will become badi E. But this is choti E. And this is A. We just did that right here. Let's write it there. Hi. Hi, Dil. Dil, we just did Dil. Dil. Now before we had the word loot, now we have another word which rhymes with the word loot, and the word is toot. Toot means to break. Hi, Dil. Toot, not loot but toot. So toot would be ta and a Waw with the ulta pech. That's going to give us 2. So here's your ta. We need badi U ki matra and then another ta. Toot. When we put them together in Urdu, this ta is going to join the Waw like this. Then we put a ulta pech and then another ta. Hi, Dil. Hi, Dil. Toot gaya. We just did the word gaya, so we're not going to spend time on it. Gaya. Hi, Dil toot gaya. Hi, it's just a sigh, it's an exclamation mark, it doesn't have any meaning. It says, it broke my heart. Teri Ulfat Mei Sanam, dil ne bahut dard se. In your love, my darling, my heart endured too much pain. Or hum chup rahe. Or hum chup hi rahe. And I remained silent, I remained quiet. Gum hame loot gaya. The sorrow, the sadness destroyed me. It broke my heart. That's what it says so far. Let's go next line. Number 6. The word is fur. That's a P and a H. This, even though it's P and H, can be written like also like this. Sometimes you will see it like this. This is your pur, and this is the dochashmi here. So technically, you should have had something in the front. I was lazy. But even if you write it like that, people will understand it. People will understand it. It's not a big deal. This is a fur, PH, which is the letter fur. This is the exact equivalent of that letter. We don't need a fur, we need a fi, choti ki matra. And then we need a ra. Fear. Fear means then. Even then, that's what it means. Then or even then. Fir, and then the next word we have is b and a b, and again do chashmi hai, which is going to give us b, as opposed to f, which is just, this is a b to which we combine h, just like you would do in English, and that gives us b. That's a b. We don't need a b, we need a b. So here's your b, to which we're going to join the choti hai, it gives us b. When you're writing b, you can't start your line right away because you can't write b like that. It has to be by itself, like this, and then the line starts here. Fir b. Oh, the next word is tricky. A. But we don't need a. The word calls for a sound, not a, but su, a nasalized n there. We do that in Hindi by putting this tiny moon, half moon, and a dot. So now it no longer reads a, it reads a. In Urdu, you do have to put the entire noon. You have to put the whole noon, but to remind the reader that it is not an, because the way it is written, it says an. We don't need an, we need a. To remind the reader that it is a nasalized n, we put a symbol like this. And now that converts into a nun gunna. If it appears at the very end of the word, we simply leave it alone like this, without a dot, without anything. But it appears in the middle of the word, you have to write the entire n, and then you put this symbol. If it appears in the middle of the word. So far it reads to which we're going to combine su. Badi U ki matra. Badi U ki matra is going to be seen, wow, and ulta pesh. This is su. There you go, su. We have to figure out how to put it together. Here we go. A, then a noon, then a sa, and a wow, ulta pesh, and then you put this. This is one way of writing it. What I did here is that instead of putting two loops for the sa calls for two loops, people sometimes just put one very long loop. This is a sa. This part that you see there is a sa. Another way we could have written is to actually take our time, a, then a na, then two loops for a sa, then you have to make one more to join the wow, put a dot for the noon, put a noon gunna, ulta pesh. Oh, it doesn't have a noon gunna at the end, sorry. Su. There you go. Let's put it up there. Fir b. So you can write it like this, or you can write it like this. I don't know why I have that noon gunna there. You can write it like this, su, or you can write it like this. The only difference is seen. Su. Fir bhi aansu na. Na in Hindi, as you can clearly see, is simply a ki matra. But in Urdu, it does not end with an alif for some reason. For some inexplicable reason, we write our na as noon and a ha. And when you join them together, it looks like this. And that's a na. Many times there are words that end with a ki matra in Hindi, but written in Urdu script, we use ha to produce a ki matra. Fir bhi aansu na bahe. We just did it a little while ago. Ba, he, and a ye. Bahe. Ba, he, and a ye. There we go. Or you can write bahe as like this. Ba. This is a ba and bahe. Same thing. Fir bhi aansu na bahe. Bahe means to flow. To flow. Fir bhi aansu na bahe. Even then, I did not shed a tear. Even then, I did not. Let's write this English phrase. The phrase is this: shed a tear. That's how it's an idiom. In English language, it's an idiom. To shed a tear means to aansu bahana, to cry, rona. Shed a tear means to cry, aansu bahana, rona. Fir bhi aansu na bahe. Even then, I did not cry. That was the end of today. I'm going to stop right here. We're going to meet again tomorrow, and we're going to pick up at line 6 or line 7 rather. Okay? Bye now.